Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Spilled Ink, your weekly Thursday live drawing show with a bunch of buffoons who think they can draw comics.
It's pronounced Baffins.
Yeah. I'm Max Flowers, and Brandon is again missing this week. I believe he's at Baltimore Con or some other fun thing that he's doing. So today I got with us our resident Canadian guest, dougknight, Cross-Eyed Comics, and we got Carl, Rat Race Comics 2. And what's up? We already got Retro Roman Doomsday in the chat. Hello. And yeah, we're going to just be hanging out. I'm going to be doing my Spilled Inktober piece. Doug is doing a Spilled Inktober adjacent piece over there doing some Spawn. And Carl's drawn a sick-ass Chihuahua.
I think there was a Spawn prompt at some point for Inktober, so let's just doing that day.
Oh yeah, here. I wonder. Oh, I don't have mine next to me. It's in my go bag because I was doing it yesterday. But we got Victor Medina showing up. Hello.
Victor. Yo, I don't know about you guys, but any of the footage from New York Comic Con made me tired just seeing it. So anybody that's there,
Dude.
like, kudos to you guys. That was wild.
Yeah, we're gonna get our lo-fi hopping on here.
Hey, check this out. I've been rocking this real whippy long Diddy number. Look at that thing.
Oh damn, you got a little liner brush, huh?
Yeah, it's been super fun. I've been like pulling these little whips, and I've been like, whoa, look at that! And that's because it's doing its job. I got like my number 2, but
I used to use those occasionally when like painting. Before I decided that I'm just gonna be using pens over my painting for the line art. I was like, I'm not bothering with this shit, man.
I don't know. I'm just like I'm on this hustle to like figure out like perfect brush technique, and I know that's like a many-year journey, but if you don't do it, you don't get it, right? So
yeah, you're starting now.
Yeah, man. So I'm pretty good. Like the number 2 is like coming along and progressing with me, and now we're into the little brushes. What's Carl working with tonight?
Carl's working with pencils, man. He's always working with pencils. Ooh. Saboteur Comics, what's up, man?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah.
Carl, tell everybody about what's going on with you, man. I know you got a Kickstarter going on.
Yeah, it just funded. I think late last night or this morning.
Congrats.
That would be for this book. Oh, it's too close.
For who?
So yeah, but 20 days left.
Hell yeah, man.
I saw the files for it. That book is beautiful, man.
Yeah, I got a preview video up finally, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. I don't know, and I'm just taking over Night of the Chihuahuas. So yeah, working on pages 2 and 3 right now.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man. Already back on the hustle, huh?
Oh yeah, it never stopped. And then I also got a book coming out next month with Oceanicom, and I just finished up issue 2 of Thunder. That Kickstarter will launch next year.
Damn, man.
Oh, you fierce, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm trying to be that fast. The hell?
Well, you guys have day jobs, so they took care of that for me.
It's not so much the day job, it's more the family, you know, like I want to make sure my kids get to college and don't resent me and call me when they're in trouble. I do my best to be accountable. I'll hop on for the Spilled Ink, but every other interview I book late.
But New York, man. I saw some pictures and videos that good old Bloxdorf sent me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that shit's busy. See, the difference is that I'm not tired looking at that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
I'm out
here.
To
be there.
Yeah, I want to be there too.
I was at my studio yesterday, and Ramon Perez is the guy that started Raid Studio, where I have all my hot desk stuff at, and he's like, yeah, just a little impromptu trip to New York to check it all out. It was pretty cool. I'm just like, man, I can't wait to be like impromptu trip to New York.
Yeah, what the hell? What's that, man?
I used to live 45 minutes from New York City. Yeah, it is tiring. Like everyone's always in a hurry all the time.
Yeah, I miss it a little bit, but I do know, that con crash out too
Mm-hmm.
Oh
for
yeah.
sure exists, but
Yeah.
I do miss it a little bit.
Yeah. What is there like an Anchorage con or like anything like?
Yeah, but I'm not going to Anchorage Con, man. It's called Arctic Con.
Oh,
But
okay.
who's actually flying out there to go do
Probably
that?
Kevin Smith.
Yeah, and it's not easy for me to get out there either. It's the same
Right.
as if I went to Ohio Con or something, you know.
Right. It's still
It's
extensive
far.
travel.
Yeah, it's far. It's still travel. We got Retro Roman, Drop My Marshmallow Man at 8, drawn with coffee. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
You got, where do people stay at those cons? Hotels got to be expensive. Yeah, man. I mean,
Oh.
most from my understanding, cons, like, you make your money at local cons or shows that you can, drive to, or you got a place to crash at, and then
Yeah.
everything else is just breaking even and networking.
Yeah.
It's about the money value from like getting jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
At cons, or just talking to people, that's where the value is. You might lose some dollars, but
you made an appearance at a place where they didn't know your face before.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Nothing like an internet video with barking doggies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I think it's definitely on my like dream show list now.
Yeah, dude. Like I've been to San Diego, right? And like
it's like a cool one too.
San Diego's a cool one, but like looking at New York, dude. New York seemed like the place to be, and San Diego is just like bumfest. Not actually, but like, New York made San Diego look like a small con.
Yeah, totally. Well,
probably still more about comics, not like movies and video games.
Yeah, that was
less industry people and more industry people. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, New York has to be insane money. I'm sure people getting tables there. It's it's essentially their permanent table that they've been getting for whatever, or they're getting stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
What's kind of wild about it though is that you see like some real like high priority like experienced artists that are in an artist alley. Like it's not like that was kind of cool about like Terrificon was that like it was artist alley and everybody was there set up to like just be artists. So like there's the pro section, yes, but it was still pro section in the artist alley, like so it's cool seeing shows that are still like running that are it's all good. There's so many cool shows out there. And I'll say it 1,000 times. Look for like every promoter that's doing something, that's trying something new. Maybe they've done something to treat the creators a little bit better, so they show up for the fans a little bit harder.
Yeah, I think I don't remember. They were talking about like they got like a nice ass lounge and stuff, dude.
Nice
like, pros and stuff. Yeah, so they're doing it right. It seems.
Phoenix got like a rest area in the back where it's quiet and free food and all this stuff. But that's for the creator section, not the artist alley section.
Yeah. Yo, I will never say no to a free Nutri-Grain bar. Unless I'm fasting, then I gotta say no, but still it's the thought that counts. I was like all excited to finally cash in my pro incentive at Toronto Comic Con last year. And I walked up to the like Keurig machine. I'm like, I'm gonna conquer this evil demon beast. And I made my coffee and it started smelling like tea. I was like, oh, that is not the coffee I desire.
Damn, dude. Hold on. We gotta draw a technical gun in perspective, so I gotta shut up and lock in for a second.
Right now.
That's what I mean.
Oh, man. Accidentally closed all my reference files.
Carl, how long have you been in comics for?
A few years. Yeah, I think 2018 maybe is when I put the first one out. it was kind of on and off at first because I decided to go back to school and got deployed to Afghanistan and all kinds of other stuff. And the first book took a long time to get out, but then after that, it just started rolling because COVID hit and everything.
You got deployed for art school?
I had to drop out of art school because my reserve unit deployed me.
Wow. Was it something that you were expecting, or is it like you never really expect it? Or
yeah,
like
it was my third trip. It wasn't a surprise at all.
Oh, okay.
Plus, I'd already gone to school when I was young, so it was just
Right.
I just like to go back. I'm a big fan of like continuous
Learning.
education.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm a big fan of. There's a book for that.
Yeah,
yeah.
with today's prices, absolutely. YouTube video,
Thank
something.
you. Yeah, or even Udemy. Like Udemy, I've gotten a lot of great courses for like discounted prices, or like even reaching out to creators that I like to see if they have courses, and they'll typically just be so stoked that you reached out that they'll hook you up with a promo code or something. Like I've said it before, Robert Marzullo's course was really good. He got me like last year. I took like a solid 2 months to really study all of his programming, and like I leaps and bounds in terms of development.
Yeah, or go to the pro. Yeah, like you said, right? Go to the pros. There's SVS Learn is run by Jake Parker and a few other professional illustrators. If you're trying to do more conventional illustration stuff, although Jake Parker just did that Comix Pro course with Sean Crystal from Ink Pulp.
Yeah.
And the Ink. Sean's got a bunch of courses too. I don't know what all that looks like, but I know he's got a bunch. And like,
yeah, I backed his last Kickstarter. Apparently he's pretty good homies with the Ramon dude at Raid. So
yep.
it's
yeah, he is.
It's cool. Yeah, so I got a portfolio critique set up for next week with Ramon. Get some more feedback. I know that at one point Chip Zdarsky was a Raid member, so I got to table with him a little while ago and get some feedback from him. And so it's cool. It's just about like, it's not about like I think the thing is not going for critique to find out if you're good or not. It's going for a critique to see where you can improve to get a better chance at achieving professional accreditation, because like the people that want to take the time to see you aren't gonna crap on you to see you fail. They're not gonna be like, oh, fix your hands because your hands need to be more or be better because that's the like least of your problem. It's about giving you the next thing to focus on so that you're like, you put your finger, you put your thumb in the hole in the dam for another one to spring so you can go and crack that one too.
Yeah, man. I think that everybody's always got a long way to go with craft, right? Like there's just so many aspects of it to learn. And like, for me right now, a lot of it's like speed, efficiency, like visualizing the shot or the panel or whatever. So I'm not sitting there trying a bunch of stuff and struggling to get things to work, right? I can just get that page out and move on to the next.
Just do it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got like currently on my plate, I've got less so like bigger like book projects and more so like one-off big pieces. So and it's still sequentials. It's like like an 18 by 24 one page,
Oh, that's
like
cool.
That are like kind of experimental and stuff. And so I've got that pretty much for the next 6 months plus whatever else I can jam in. And I'm doing other stuff too. Like I got, speaking of Sean, I got the gag fanzine coming out pretty soon.
Nice.
I got Sean's interview in there. I got Matt Emmons from Second at Best Press, and I got Eli from Cosmic Lion in there.
And Eli and Rick. You guys are like.
And so those submissions close on Halloween, and then I got to do all the logistics on getting that printed and figure that out. But I'm gonna go talk to the local newspaper and see if I can work something out for printing that book.
Cool.
I think it might be kind of big. I think it might end up being 60, 80 pages or something like that. So there's a lot in there, man.
You're worried about not being busy enough?
Oh, dude, I got plenty to keep me busy, and I work a job. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And you're vying for King of the North.
Yeah. Definitely.
I heard it's down to you and Jordan Tutu.
All the Bears are going to sleep, so they're the real kings, man.
It's under 100 degrees here. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's under 50 degrees here for sure.
I speak English, guys.
You don't follow our freedom units.
No, I remember when Mark tried to explain to me it's times 2 plus 30. I was like, man, I just like, it's like, except for in this case and in that case, and sometimes you got to divide by the integer of y. You know, just like, I'll just let someone say it's hot or it's cold.
Yeah, well, it's still slightly above room temperature outside here in Arizona.
Yeah, okay. Isn't your recent book all low, like it's all in the Arctic?
The very beginning is on a mountain in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
But then they come down the mountain, and then the whole thing basically takes place in the Southwest.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's a misdirect.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, the whole book is really, because it probably looks like some kind of dark fantasy, like it was inspired by the movie Highlander and stuff like that, except that as the story goes, you quickly find out that there's a lot of people taking drugs and they have schizophrenia, and you're seeing things through their eyes.
Oh, cool.
So it's actually pretty heavily inspired by Don Quixote. So, you know, the guy who thinks he's a knight, this guy thinks he's a reincarnated Aztec warrior.
You have you read Rat God?
No.
By Richard Corbin? I think you'd like it.
Oh yeah, I you know what? I found like random issues of it, but I haven't been able to find the whole story.
Yeah, that one's cool.
Is that cool? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty different. Actually, it's funny because I read it and then I realized that it's based off of some of the legends from the local Alaskan tribes here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which I didn't even know going into it. So that was pretty cool that I just happened to read it when I was up here.
Did I tell you about the mini comic education plan that I'm working on?
Yeah, you told me a little bit about it, man, but tell us more.
I just submitted the grant for like the project research element of it. So I'll know by like April or May, if whatever. Like I'm still going to continue ahead and work on it because I think that's super valuable. But yeah, it was cool. I got that template. Did you do the template for Bloxdorf, or was that something he cooked up?
They took my template and expanded on it.
Okay. I'm going to take that template and expand on that and make it more like IKEA.
Yeah.
And less like Bloxdorf wrote it. Hold here, do a backflip. Don't check YouTube. I got you. But yeah, it's cool because then I found the little mini that you did. Did you do the mini with Abel?
No, I don't think so.
God, but I found like a little 8.5 by 11 mini also, and it doesn't require you cutting the middle. So I don't know. I'm just gonna explore like some different paths of like elevating literacy and visual arts, and I want to develop a plan so that like I can give it to other creators that have experience both making comics and selling them and hustling, and then like create like a little army of mini comic educators and like You know, not just for schools, but like go into like children's hospitals for a day and like, you know, make mini comics with kids and like just do really like a lot, as much good as we can with our evil powers, you know?
For sure, dude.
But yeah, it all starts with just getting the time and the space to sit down and plan. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry, I gotta keep muting. My chihuahuas are going nuts.
You're all good. Yeah, I'm working on. So all these Inktober drawings are going to be turned into an Inktober zine,
Tight.
and we're doing something different. We're going to be screen printing it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's physically us putting the ink on the paper.
That's cool.
And we're gonna cut them all up and get them looking nice, and hand stitch all of them. And there's we're only going to be doing 31. So we're going to put it on some nice art paper, make it look good, make it something a little fancy.
Nice.
And, so there's only going to be 31 that ever exist, and then those screens are getting washed out and used for something else. I'm working on
the craft.
Yeah, I'm working on getting the store updated so that we can run some pre-orders for those too.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's always good to have it ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, there's a guy here in Tucson that runs something called the Comic Bookmobile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you might want to reach out to him. He took an old VW bus and turned it into a bookmobile, and he does comics. Like he goes around to schools and he does cons and stuff too. And he dresses crazy and like a big orange suit with comic panels all over it and everything. He hosts a lot of parties around here too. That's kind of his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should check out his Instagram, Frank Powers, the Comic Bookmobile.
Man, what a good name!
Yeah, that's his actual name too.
I've had people ask me if my name is actually Dougknight. I'm like, yeah, why would I fake that?
The problem is I'm faking mine, dude. My last name isn't actually Flowers.
Yeah, well, no, it's actually Flores.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my white dumb ass dude.
Comic Bookmobile. I feel like I already screwed that up. No, that guy's only got one follower. Don't trust that account. Isn't it Frank Powers?
Yeah. I don't know I can't remember what his Instagram handle is. I'll look it up real quick. I think he might have more than one too.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you hook that up into the LKC chat, and then I'll share it around.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah. Thanks for the reference. It's never too late for coffee.
I thought about a second coffee, man, for sure.
And I don't know if it's just Canadian, but there's a franchise called Second Cup, and I think it has changed how I say a second cup.
You gotta have a coffee machine at home, right?
What's that?
What kind of coffee machine you got? Are you going out and getting cups of coffee all the time?
No. I got just like a nice little drip machine, but when I'm like feeling frosty, I bust out my DeLonghi. I'll get into my like espresso phases, and then it's like my counters are covered in coffee grinds, and my wife goes a little crazy because I'm like, baby, it's art. It can't be contained. And then she says, you can, because I need a clean kitchen. So I'll go through phases where it's like I'll like get into testing local roasts and stuff like that. And yeah, so the double espresso phase is always fun. Gets me wired for making art. Otherwise, I just put like a whole bunch of coffee on at one time. milk it for the whole night. Especially like computer work. Like, I've been doing a lot of like grant preparation and stuff for next year. Um, and and for any of the like U.S. Viewers right now, there's like Canada Council for the Arts and Ontario Council for the Arts, and there's a Toronto Council for the Arts and stuff, and they provide like really good funding opportunities for artists. And it's like, you know, it's not just like in Canada. Like there's like promotions for like collaborations and stuff like that. So like Max, you and I could do something and build something cool. Like, but they have to be like taking accepting those like grants and stuff. Anyway, so it's like it's a real thing to like sit down and make your job writing a strong grant for like, you know, it's like you got to approach it like that's the gig. So there's like this sweet spot of the year where like I go into full grant writing mode and everything takes a backseat, and then I loathe myself for not getting enough art done, and then I go back to the art and I realize that it was nice taking a break, you know. It's like returning to a friend. So
Yeah, man. There's a lot of good grant opportunities here through the state, but I just can't wrap my head around a lot of the like logistics of it. Because a lot of it seems to be for like opening
Indigenous
something.
First Nations. Oh,
okay. There's a lot of that, but also for like opening something or like doing a big event, which isn't necessarily like what I'm looking for, you know.
Right.
Looking for like even like making something for the community, right? Like I could do that, I could make a community zine, but I like most of the grants don't seem to be for that, and so I'm just like, all right. Whatever. I can't be bothered to be checking it every day and stuff to see if there's something and then figure all that out. Like,
yeah, the angle that I'm taking for everything is, as much as I love the like making comics and stuff like that, I also realize that like I want to have a very robust like career in the arts. And so like I'm like I put together a proposal for like landscapes through my perspective as a legally blind individual. So that's gonna like be for traveling around and like paint, you know, like drawing landmarks where it's pretty much like like it's a good recreation like or reproduction of where I'm like set up to paint, but I'm gonna have like sections missing that like my visual field doesn't pick up on, and you know, just like a cool way to explain like low vision as a spectrum based thing that's like, you know, unique to everybody really. Like you know,
it's insane how many people just think you all see nothing but black.
Yeah, exactly. It's you really see it on the looks of people trying to comprehend at a show. When I'm like, you know, I've gotten really good about bearing the lead too, where it's like, you know, it's not, hi, I'm Doug, I'm blind, I drew comics. Like it's like, you know, I'll do like the whole pitch, I'll get them on the hook for the sale, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm legally blind, can I sign this with Braille, right? And it's always like like, oh, wait a second, and it's like, yes, the monkey's in the cage. But yeah, it's crazy because it's like there's so much there's so much opportunity for like open discourse and honest like education and stuff like that like gets lost because some people just get so frustrated and tired of explaining it. But you know, that's where I'm going to come in and show that, like, you know, having strong visual representations like of art created by somebody with low vision about low vision experiences, you know. So it's and we all go through it, like, you know, unless you're like a super healthy like farmer that's like never had to squint in the sun, you know, your eyes are going to deteriorate at some point, and
I'm legally blind without my glasses on. It's just I'm lucky that they happen to correct me to 20/20. Like,
yeah, absolutely. And you also have a barometer of what like to compare against for clear vision, you know, like when things are going squirrely for you. Like my last memory of having full vision is like 6 years old, before I ran away from my mom at the mall. So I saw like a shiny store, you know. Like, but after that, it's just kind of like I tell everybody, like a fog rolled in, and you know, that's the beginning of the rest. So it's Yeah. And how old are you, Carl?
What's that?
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 53.
So when did you start noticing like the changes?
I got my first pair of glasses when I was in 3rd grade. So, and then my vision just kept getting worse until my 20s. I think I was legally blind by the time I was like 18 or 19. But I always have 20/20 with contact lenses or glasses. So it's never really been a big deal. I just understand. I also worked with Lighthouse for the Blind.
Oh,
Lighthouse
cool.
for the Blind, and because I worked with the military. Even when I was not in the reserves, I worked as a civilian for the military. And they work with Lighthouse for the Blind all the time. So I work with blind people in logistics, and everyone's like, "How is that possible?" I'm like, then like you, I'm like, I don't want to keep explaining this.
Yeah. I think the thing is like I do want to keep explaining because I think that like it's got to get, it's like the importance of American Sign Language. It like all the kids in the schools here learn how to sign the national anthem. And it's a really cool way of like getting them broken into understanding that there's ways of communicating beyond French and English. But like short of that, like, I did a residency with deaf artists, and like I was watching them sign. I'm just like, damn, that looks cool. I want to know how to do that because I see it as like a missed opportunity for communication. And then I also get to that point where I realize like, but if they sign back, I can't see their hands flashing. So it's kind of like the same as giving me small print, like, but I think communication is it's a powerful tool. And if we can utilize our powers to tell stories and make images and stuff, then why not? That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
Until we get put on awesome Chihuahua books and say F the world. Nate.
Uh-oh.
No, I love Nate. Nate's my Arizona coach. Maybe Carl's going to be my Arizona coach too.
I got a guest room, but the thing is, I'm in Tucson, not Phoenix. There's no money to be made at the Tucson Comic-Con. It's a lot of fun. Like I would recommend doing it if you're not worried about money, but
yeah. No, I've got. I think anybody that knows what's in Arizona knows what's in Arizona. So that's definitely in my targets for the next year. I got plans. I want to be on that. I want to be on that evil book.
My only plan is to do IC3, man, but I've heard nothing about it, so I don't know.
Yeah, everyone's waiting, and I can't imagine those plane tickets are cheap.
It won't be too bad, actually. We just use some points, man, and make it my trip for the year or whatever, and it's cool.
Well, if there's no holidays going on around that weekend, then that keeps the flight costs and hotel costs down.
So, where in Connecticut is it?
New Haven.
Okay, I drove through that when I did Terrificon, because I went to the Terrificon is held at Mohegan Sun, and Bloxdorf and I and the other dude that I worked with, we actually we got a great hotel. It was like 5-minute drive away from the casino, and it was like we got like a double queen suite for for sure like a gambling addict's like rate. Like it was great, man. It was like, the lounge was open all the time. All the guys who had been there before knew about it, so it was kind of like a cool little who's who coming and going all night long when you're drawing in the lobby. Like it was neat.
Yeah, I'm trying to that'd be my only problem is where I'm crashing, which I could just figure out or talk to Brando and sleep wherever.
No, just split on a room with Brandon. It's honestly like that's kind of the funny thing. Like Mark Bernal and I our first time meeting was also like the first time that we crashed in the same room together. And he's like I hope you're cool with night terrors. I'm like, I don't care, man. I just went to sleep. So it was just kind of funny, like the like his attempt at a joke, and I just instantly was just like, "You do you. I'm gonna listen to some pods." But
You're like, I knew. You're like, you knew I was legally blind, but you didn't know I was legally deaf too.
you also didn't know I was legally incapable of giving 0 Fs. That was
Yeah, the first
yeah.
time that guy rolls up and he's drinking wine and has his little freaking flip flops on and his wrist things.
Yeah. Looking like a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, dude.
He wants to be the very best.
He wants to collect all the comics, dude.
He does. That guy's got a severe indie collection. Yeah, you want to get to know like how much you like a friend or like are opposed to ever seeing them again. Work a convention with them. So far I've liked everybody that I've worked a convention with. But especially like if you go to a different country, align yourself with somebody and so they can tell you what and tell you what phrases you're saying are making people feel uncomfortable. Like apparently how you making out is a weird one. Dude, they think you're asking them to kiss. Oh, thanks, dude.
Man. Mark's such a character, dude.
Yeah, he is. He's
I've got 2 out of 3 slots filled up for the winter issue, and I got to figure out who I'm interviewing, and I keep bouncing back and forth in my head. I'm like, should I do Mark? Should I do Brandon? Or should I go find whoever else to do it? But
what's your issue all about? Tell me about it.
Well, okay, so the fanzine is just all about DIY and independent art.
Right.
Whether that art is music or comics or actual,
Yeah, no, I understand why you haven't messaged me. It's okay. Continue.
I'll get you in, man. But
I'm an autumn baby.
Oh yeah. Well, you gotta wait for next year then, man.
Ah, poo.
So like the last issue, a big focus on it was like, one, what's so special about the comics medium, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also 2, a lot of it was like origin stories for the creators that I was interviewing, right? It's like, where did it start and what were you doing before you were making it big in comics or whatever it is,
Mm-hmm.
like because everybody starts with their shitty little book or their shitty little whatever that they just huck in, right? And so it was trying to dig into that and see where that came from and why and how that progressed over time. Issue 2, I don't have a storyline yet because I haven't done the interviews,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to go. It might be more personal, but go ahead.
The cool thing about like making that first book is while you're working on everything else, you kind of learn how to sell it even after you stop believing in it.
Right.
Like I love Chiasm for like, again, the start and the fact that it's such a connection to me, but like where people pick it up like, oh, this is really cool, man. I love the unique style and stuff like that. I'm like, yes, unique style. Mm-hmm. But secretly I'm just like, it represents for me, it's a point of my past that I'm super proud of because it told me that I could do it. And but like, again, it's just like that. Like I run through my elevator pitch so fast when I'm like telling people what I'm all about that they're always like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, it's cancer, whatever. Like, you want the book or what? But it's cool because like it teaches you how to represent yourself so purely, and like show up and say, this is my thing. I saw a video. It's actually you can check it out on YouTube because I had to go backtrack my media appearances the other day for like a media sheet or whatever. And and I saw I found my first reel from my first convention back in 2021. And I had like way too much hair gel in and like like such a like. I just had like a bare bone setup, and like it was very cool. I watched it, I was like, oh man, that's cool. Like I was, you know, just starting, you know, in a sense, like
Yeah,
really cool.
our first zine fest, we had 2 zines and some stickers, and I think that was it. Oh, and some pins. We had 2 zines, like 2 stickers and 1 pin, and we sold a ton of it too. It was crazy.
That's actually my Polynesian name. Cuisine's a sticker and a pin.
Yeah, and it was wild, dude. Like, and then now I've got like comics, zines, fish, chainmail. I don't even know, man. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I was putting together the shop, and I was like, these all 3 of these things are entirely unrelated.
Yeah,
Comics, scientific illustrations of fish, and chainmail. It's like, what? Who's my target audience here? Right? Like, what? I don't know, but it's what I do, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
and it'll translate to your legacy.
Yeah.
Or it'll get you a sponsorship by Duck Dynasty.
Comic lover, fish drawer, medieval artisan. That's what's going to be on my tombstone, I guess.
Bunny's dad.
Be the only one with that on your tombstone.
Yeah, for
Clearly,
sure.
you've never been to Louisiana.
That's a good point. I used to live in New Orleans.
Yeah, it's like diversification and expansion is such an important thing, because like while pursuit of comic excellence is what we're all about, does that mean? You know, like you look at some of the most prolific artists in modern comics, and like they kind of are completely devoid of shop style specifically, right? Like, you know, Sienkiewicz and Ross, and you know, like the guys that are like painting these full images, like they're really good at the contemporary stuff, but like, you know, secretly like they just enjoy taking, you know, 80 hours on a painting because it looks cool, you know. And so like not losing sight of the fact that like we can do more and we are more is important, and it helps you, you know, proudly represent yourself on more than one field. Like you go into a classroom and people are like, so you gonna make comics? Like, not only do I make comics, I know how a fish looks from its friggin' little tiny bone to its little tiny nose bone, because I do more, you know?
Yeah, well, like the way I've been thinking about it too is like I can't just work on comics or else I'm gonna stagnate, right? Or I'm just gonna like fry my brain out. And so like a little bit, I do chainmail to get excited to do comics, right? I'm sitting there doing chainmail, thinking about what I'm going to do for my next comic project and whatever, and getting excited about it, and like still keeping myself creative, but like fueling that like creative bank. Otherwise, I'm chained to this drafting table, and that's not going to benefit anybody.
Mm-hmm. Do you listen to Rocky while you do your chainmail, getting ready to do comics?
No, but that would be just on repeat for like hours.
Oh, God.
Milo's just losing his mind.
Turn it off. My first year in art school, we had a roommate that would just listen to Pink Floyd, The Wall.
That guy.
He would listen to it, then he would listen to the live version, and then he'd go back to the first. He would just listen to it all day, every day.
When you were in college, when it was new?
This was 1990.
I know, I'm just being facetious. That's when Pink Floyd hit their terrible phase.
It's all good.
Crazy, man.
Well, okay. I've got a question for Max and a question for Carl.
All right, go, man. You're the host now.
If I'm the host, then asylums are running, or the inmates are running the asylum. Carl, how do you find your experience in the military affects your work ethic when it comes to doing something fun, like drawing on a deadline?
I'm sorry, my dog just started screaming. My work ethic.
Yeah, or I guess just how does your experience in the military affect your work in comics?
Well, I mean, it's like a lot of crap that I've gone through ends up going into the. I don't know how much of it goes into the drawing, but I write a lot too, so
Yeah.
it gets like reprocessed and comes out in the stories quite a bit. I mean, I just, like, I know that if you shoot a gun in a basement, you go deaf for 3 days. Like,
That's a cool detail.
Simple things like that people don't get. And then I don't know. A lot of you learn through attrition, like just to survive, like just perseverance. You learn perseverance. I've. Like that third trip to Afghanistan, there was a clerical error that gave me my own room. So I pushed the bunk beds together and turned it into an art studio. Even though I was working 12 hours a day, I found an hour or two to draw every day too.
Well, where's that version of Batman, Tom King? That's sick, dude. I'm sure it was a clerical error. I'm sure they're just not like, oh, this guy again? Can we give him some space?
Yeah, maybe I'd earned enough points that I got, upgraded.
Your loyalty. Yeah.
That'd be a cool one too, as like a like political satire about like rewards program for like government service and stuff like that.
Yeah,
be crazy.
I feel like that's the world needs something funny that's not so driven towards like edge and just more like, it would be kind of cool if that was that like not quite like what was the Idiocracy, like not quite Idiocracy and kind of more like The Office, but just like super funny, like everybody's lovable, like president's lovable, like Speaker of the House is super, like everybody's just affable, like it's just like, it's all dad jokes.
I can tell you, like, people in the Air Force identify with the movie Office Space, like, more than any military movie that's ever been made.
That's great.
Because it's bureaucracy. Like, you're fighting the bureaucracy more than the enemy.
We need to put gas in the jets or we can't go. No, you're good.
We got Dave Sketches saying hello, everybody.
Hey, Dave.
And Saboteur asking if you know a Ryan Cody, Carl.
Ryan Cody. Maybe.
Let me see if Dave Sketches is who I think he is.
It's the classic comic book hermit situation where it's like, I could know somebody.
Oh man, I'm the opposite. I've met so many people.
Cody. I know I'm bad with last names. I know a Cody J. I don't know a Ryan Cody.
Okay, Dave. I met Dave at Indiana. 3 years ago. What's up, Dave? Yeah, it's I do my best to like remember everybody that I met, but it's when you like keep doing it, it's kind of cool. I love it. Networking, man. Networking, baby. Yeah. Dave is a freaking phenomenal artist. I remember walking past and being like, not that like I'm like underwhelmed by Artist Alley or anything, but like it's like cool print. Damn, Dave's like the first guy that I saw whose display was like immense. I was like, and like I'm coming from my lowly little corner table, and I'm just like, how'd you do that? And he's like, time and application, homie. I'm like, jeez. And now the idea of traveling with anything more than like 20 books, I'm just like, I don't want to do it. Shout out to Dave. I remember you. You probably don't even remember me. Probably see a ton of half black, half blind Canadian guys at all your shows.
Oh yeah,
Dime a dozen.
that's all they produce out there, man. That's what Canada's known for.
That's why Stellantis left. That's the only like I my news knowledge is like whatever Kellerman tells me on the effing news every day. Max, my question for you is: has your armor drawing improved since developing chainmail?
My armor drawing improved, and then I did chainmail because I was drawing a bunch of medieval stuff, and then I saw a lot of really cool chainmail artisans, and I've been like into it for a while. But I said, you know what, let me try because I need something to do, and yeah, I fell in love with it. So. Yeah, armor drawing came first, and
That's
then
cool.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, well,
And then Carl, how many languages do you speak?
Just one.
Yeah.
I'm about half fluent in German, but I forgot most of it. I lived there when I was a kid.
Okay.
My
So
dad
are
was
you
in the
re-
army, so I've lived all over the U.S. and 3 years in Germany.
Yeah, I guess I have it in my head that like if you're overseas that often, you must have like at least a precursor like knowledge of when people are yelling at you.
I guess. I don't know. Like I've been a lot of places, but usually the longest I would ever stay was 2 months.
Okay.
So it's not really, you don't really learn much of the language.
Yeah.
Just please
Yeah,
and
yeah.
thank you and how
Yeah,
to
please
order at
thank
the
you, Big
restaurant.
Mac. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, that's a whole thing when you travel with military people. There's like we're in Thailand for 2 months and they just want to eat at Pizza Hut every day. It's like, God, you bastards! Like experience
Yeah.
something.
I mean, I'd rather eat at Pizza Hut every day for 2 weeks than have diarrhea every day for 2 weeks.
We're on antibiotics.
oh man, just eat currywurst. You'll be fine.
Dude, that food's too spicy. Like nothing bad for you survives.
My wife is she's like a spice like baron.
Yeah, that's how Milo is.
She like if I go away for a convention, it's not like, oh, get her something nice. It's like find the producer of the hottest sauce in the region and bring that home. I came back
Dude,
with
yeah.
so much hot sauce from Edmonton that I had to like rearrange my luggage because I had to fly with like some of it in my carry-on.
Milo burned me, man. We made like a vermicelli stir fry,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, hey, like, can you throw some sambal, which is like chili garlic sauce,
Mm-hmm.
in there? I was like, just throw a little bit in there,
I was just like,
a little bit of that heat. He threw a bunch in, and then he pulled out some chili crisp and was
It
like,
wasn't that hot. You're
"Oh,
just a
fuck."
baby.
It's true. I know I'm a baby, but I'm telling a story
You know how many
here.
tablespoons I put into mine?
I know. Yours was hot. I'm telling a story here.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell correct. I essentially put like half a tablespoon of sriracha into the whole dish. Right?
Something about mine was too spicy, dude. I had to chug eggnog after.
No, you hardcore living right there.
Oh yeah.
Hardcore living.
I had to chug so much nog.
He needs to tell the truth. It wasn't that hot.
and it wasn't eggnog. It was just egg yolks.
I just fed him an egg after.
It was salt. I'm just that white.
Oh,
Yeah, I just salted it well.
My
man.
younger.
He went and got He's gonna yell at me because I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of this, but he got sundubuchige, which is like a tofu stew, Korean tofu stew, and it's like really spicy. And so he went on a trip and got some, and it was like they ask you how spicy do you want it, 1 to 10, right? And he's like 10, and then they were like, we won't let you do 10. So he's like, all right, 9, and it still wasn't spicy enough.
Jeez.
Carl, if you're in Arizona, man, you got some solid southern cuisine there, right?
Oh yeah, this is there's like a Mexican corridor of food, and we're like right in the middle of it. We're famous for that. You cannot get bad Mexican food here. It's impossible.
Well, I'll tell you guys a story. Never. This will be a worldwide access first. This is legend in my family. Is when I went down there at 12 to meet the Todd father. They set me up with like nice hotel, and they sent us out for dinner and stuff like that. And so like that night we got back, we went out for Mexican food or like Tex-Mex or whatever classification it is there. And I got back to the hotel room and just like I went to the bathroom. I thought it was innocent, whatever, until it started flooding the entire bathroom. So like my dad goes to the front counter. Guys, I don't know what happened with your system, but it's all backed up. I don't know. And so like, oh, so sorry. Let's give you we'll give you a different room, and no problem. Sorry for the inconvenience, yada yada. And like, it was backed up it had to be like 2 days untouched. And so as we left, like after a little trip, it was just like this, just total nightmare, just a Pumageddon.
Jeez. I've got Bloxdorf was giving me a pretty good Taco Bell story the other day. By the other day, I mean like months ago, but it was pretty funny.
But like his is vegan Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Hold on, I gotta figure out the math on a 365 panel grid.
Ooh.
Divide 2 by don't bother.
Yeah, just eyeball it, man.
Just wing it.
That one will be
You're gonna
fun.
get it wrong anyway, and that's what you're gonna end up doing.
Just Sienkiewicz it and
Yeah.
just whip it out. No lines, no rulers.
There you go. I did the math on it earlier, and so I got it noted down in this notebook I got.
Nerd.
Yeah. It's a 20 by 20 grid with 35 squares open.
Wow. And are you did digitally or analog?
No, man, I'm doing this all by hand.
That's awesome.
I gotta bust out the ruler. Yeah, I got big paper sitting right off screen that I'm gonna be transitioning to, and you just get to watch me do math. I'll stream now.
That's what the people are tuned in for.
Yeah,
Dave, brace yourself.
Yeah.
I gotta run and go grab my other 18 by 24 piece so I can get the margins on this. Hold on.
Just let people know what they're really getting into.
Art math. Dun, 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 dun. This is. I'm always like, I know that I gotta block out a bunch of stuff while I'm like laying down my outlines and stuff, and then I'm like, oh, but I'm having fun detailing this section, and then I fixate on it, and then I'm like, oh, that's all gonna be blacked out at some point, so just move on. But I feel I hear the stuff that like I spend too much time on, I just see as practice for technical application, and then I black it out because it's all paper at the end of the day.
I guess that when I was in school, they made it our mantra to be form before detail. Like I think we heard that every day of our lives.
Right. It's like the Black Widow speech.
I don't know.
Buildings. Me neither. I just know the ballerina scene where they're just like, you'll be the best, and I feel like that's like art school because I never went.
Yeah.
You must be the best. Form before detail. All right.
Let's see.
Take that, art school.
1 3/4.
They're having trouble getting people to go to school now.
I think so too.
All the information's online now if you look for it.
Yeah. Or
Actually, here I don't have the exact statistics for you, but I was listening to a news story about it the other day, and it was something like 75% of people in 2019 thought college was valuable, and today it's 50%.
wow.
That's frightening.
Well, it's super valuable for trades. Like, I think that especially trades in like, you know, medicine and stuff like that, like obviously, but like I think that the creative stuff is like, even educators are now educating privately because they see that there's an opportunity to be seen or go viral or whatever, where like, you know, you don't need tenure because you got those YouTube ducats, you know, like
Well, maybe in Canada you don't need tenure, but here, if you want to have healthcare,
no, you still need tenure. I'm speaking from ignorance. Nobody take me for church. But like there's opportunities here where like there's so much online, and like I think that people with a lot of knowledge don't understand that like experiential professional knowledge does qualify you to teach in some programs. So like you know, like if you've been a professional illustrator for 25 years, like you've got something valuable you can add to a college class, you know? So like,
oh yeah. Well, when I went to the Cuber school, like I went to college for a couple of years in my 40s, and I really like, mostly I just got my gen eds that way, but I went to the Cubert school when I was a teenager, 20 years old, and none of those guys, well, some of those guys had degrees, but they were all hired totally based on their work experience, nothing else. Because it was a trade school, it wasn't a college.
Yep. And there's like, I call it like the Kris Kringle, you know, effect, where it's like you talk to a guy that's just done it for so long that whenever you say something, if you're like on point, they just give you that knowing nod, you know, and like it's you only get something like that through doing the thing, you know, and through
we were basically taught by critiques. There weren't really a whole lot of lesson plans. You just brought your work up and then they just destroyed it, and then you just went back and rebuilt it the right way. Well, and you gradually learned from that.
I think like there's a way of viewing. I know like I'm not speaking to you here about it, but I think like just in general, people like I've had a critique before where like, yeah, you feel like you're being spoken down to and you're a 35-year-old with like 15 years of tattooing. You know what I mean? You're just like, I don't need to hear this crap. But really you do, because like I said earlier, like these people are just giving you the perspective that's going to make you stronger for professional qualifications. You know, like Max, you were telling me about Jason Sean Alexander, right? Like he was comics, then he went fine art, and then he went back to comics or whatever. But like that's after doing his time and like receiving the feedback and doing it the right way or the comics way, and then doing it his own way.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about this before, and you know, there's like two kinds of people that do that. There's the kind that just really enjoy like making fun of you, and you know, like just like the power play. But then there's the kind that give you the professional critique that you actually learn from, you know, the constructive criticism. That's what they always harped on as constructive criticism. You will not be personally insulted or anything like that.
Yeah. And it's also important to learn the lesson of how to distinguish between someone that's building you up and someone that's just kind of throwing feces your way, you know?
Well, and let me tell you, like even when you're tabling too, you know, everybody's going to give you their unsolicited feedback.
For sure. Oh, it's like this. No. You know.
They should be like, oh, you should do this. And it's like, okay. Or they're like, oh, this looks like garbage. And you're like, okay. You know,
you got to learn how to deal with that. I get that the thing that triggers me is when people are like, oh, it must be nice to have all that natural talent. Like, like I did 5 years of school. Like,
don't ask me how I did it. I just did it. It was hard.
Yeah.
It's funny because like for sure you a little bit learn to just be like, yeah, totally. So are you gonna buy the book or what? Like but
yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. A lot of, I think the other thing about any kind of critique too is you take away from it what you want to take away from it,
Mhm.
and you can leave the rest behind. It's fine. Like if somebody's like, hey, you need to work on perspective, and then, oh, hey, this like design feature over here I don't really like. It's like
Mhm.
you can be like, oh, maybe I should work on my perspective, but I like this design element that I do that I think is unique to me, and I want to keep that. Like,
Yeah,
there's some taste in there too. That if you just blindly do what other people tell you to do,
hey.
you're not gonna be yourself. And I think that's important to retain that.
Yeah, when people start criticizing style, that's you can say, okay, well, that's your opinion. If perspective's wrong, it's wrong, right? But if they're critiquing style, my teachers were actually taught by Joe Kubert, like, do not critique style. That's
well, the other thing
have
too,
any style they want.
Yeah, the other thing too is you also can't just ride on like, well, it's my style. To some extent you can a little bit. Like when I do perspective, I'm not doing technical perspective. I just make it look the way I want to make it, right? And I understand that it could be wrong, and like somebody could give me a critique and be like, look, this perspective is wrong, and I can be like, yes, I know it was intentional for this reason. If you can back it up with some logic, then like you're probably okay. Otherwise,
that's
but if you just say like, well, you're wrong because it's my style to do perspective wrong, like, no, you should probably learn perspective and then you can break the rules on it.
Totally.
Or like,
McDonald, I think it's Brian McDonald, the guy who wrote Invisible Ink. He has a good take on that. It's like if you tell an artist, oh, that arm's too long, and he says, well, that's my style. Well, then the arms better be too long in every other panel.
Consistent.
And that's how you can differentiate whether it really is style or the person's just trying to defend themselves because they don't want to get critiqued.
Yeah,
I think also that the if somebody says something about your style and it's a reoccurring observation, then there's something about your style that probably could use a tiny tweak to make it more deliberate, and if people don't tell you that they like, if something's coming across weird to everybody, then it means that it's going to be weird to your consumer too. So if there's a point where you can enhance an element of your style because that's what you're getting from people who want to see you do better, then that's what you got to do. Like dramatic foreshortening, you can do dramatic foreshortening, but like if it's getting if the image is getting lost completely and someone says study this person, you don't have to study it to ruin your style. You study it to make your style stronger,
especially if you're hearing it repeatedly, it means something. But then you got to think about who's saying it too.
Totally.
Maybe it's not your target audience, but if it is your target audience and you're hearing it too much, you got to make some adjustments.
Or if it's somebody who's a master of their own style, if it's a Frank Miller, saying fix this and you got it, then it's like, well, that guy's got a very distinct style. Like if it's somebody who's a year into making comics by the book and they say fix this and it doesn't reflect anywhere in their artistic creation or anything, then it's like take that as the okay, cool, man, thanks. It's great to talk to everybody because everybody's got a perspective that they can add, but learning how to filter out the fluff or even take time and think about it. I've received critiques before where I'm at first I'm just like I'm gonna quit. Not really. But you receive and you're like, whoa. And then after even a week, you're like, oh, I see what they're saying. And when that moment hits me, I'll reach out to them. I'll be like, hey, at first X, Y, Z, And I won't be like negative about my feelings towards the process or the exposure or anything, but I'll just say, here's what I took originally, but I realize that this is what you're telling me. I just wanted to like extend a thank you to you for breaking that down for me, you know? And like, and that way that's like, I think that's important for the people that took the time, because they're like, oh, they're not a scumbag that's just going to run away and, you know, blah, blah.
I actually learned a good lesson from a hockey referee. So he said, like, whenever there was a dispute, there was an automatic 24-hour cooling off period.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and I think about that when I get a critique that I don't like. I'm like, I'm gonna wait 24 hours, you know, until my feelings aren't hurt anymore. I get over it, and then I'm gonna rethink about what that person said.
Nice. That would have stretched out the game pretty far.
Oh, I'm talking about like, I don't know exactly what kind of disputes he was talking about, but
no, I know. I'm just
when they were like wanted to change. It was a local hockey league, so it was like when they wanted to change rules or something.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we have those in Arizona.
Oh no, buddy.
Phoenix Coyotes, man, rep, dude.
No, they're the Mammoths of Utah now.
There's no Phoenix Coyotes anymore?
No, they got sent to. They were playing in the college arena for like 2 seasons, and then Utah, a pharmaceutical company, bought them and changed them to Mammoths. They're actually the jerseys are pretty sick.
Oh, really? Because the old school Coyotes jerseys are also pretty sick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, some of the best names in hockey are coming out of Arizona right now. It's because it's a low pressure hockey market. You can just enjoy the game and play as much as you want. Huh. Not like Toronto, where it's 10,000 for a season for a little kid to not even get a.
For those little maple leaves, man.
It's gotta be brutal.
If you say our team, you better say the grammar improperly also. It's the Leafs. It makes sense because they made the team before reading.
How the Leafs doing? I feel like
I don't know, man. I'm taking a cool down period from that.
Got too emotional,
man. I didn't know the Coyotes weren't around anymore.
You're taking a cool down period from sport.
That other people.
Dude, I don't follow sports. I pretend to like hockey.
Nah, you know what? It's a pretty like it's one of those games where it's like if you just like seeing people work super hard and fast things and the occasional Donnybrook, then it's great, you know. Trash talking hockey is hysterical. And it's kind of like it's funny that it's the only like NFL you can like it's like sanctioned car accidents. But like yeah, like in hockey, it's just like you can fight with anything except your skate blades. You know, like, but it's totally okay to just do what is not legal on any streets anywhere in the world. Just punch the hell out of each other because apparently that's part of the game to get people hyped. And I'm not saying I'm not for it, but it's also like when I watch it, I'm just like, I'm better than this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then someone throws an octopus on the ice.
Yeah. Yeah. There was
I was at a Ducks game when I was younger. I think it was a playoffs game. And the entire stadium was chanting "Ref, you suck" for this guy making some, whatever call. And the entire stadium was just like bashing on this ref. Nobody cared about the teams at that moment in time. It was the entire stadium.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I was like, yeah, this is
I
awesome.
probably needed an ambulance and they were ignoring him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's there was like a gambling scandal, I think 2 seasons ago with refs. It got pretty salacious.
There we go.
Painting. So form before what?
Form before detail.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've detailed a lot of forms. So.
The picture should look
Take
out
that.
of focus, and then it should just slowly come back into focus. Well, more and more and more. Until you
Maybe
finish.
we got to.
And I'm talking to a blind guy, but
Yeah. What are those smeary spots? Oh, that part's out of focus. Don't worry, I'm getting to it. There's an old tattoo.
It's just my
meme
style.
Yeah. Well, isn't style is the same mistake that you make over and over again until you find a way of perfecting it or whatever?
Yeah.
There's an old tattoo meme, and it's like a terrible Jesus tattoo, and the hands are all like gimped out, and the like joke behind it is, when I'm done, you won't even see the hands, and like I always go back to that whenever it comes to like shenanigans. Like, when I'm done, you won't even see the sword. Man, Brandon and I brainstormed the sickest idea the other day, and like I've been sitting on it, and like, you know, when you come up with the idea and then you start building like every element in your brain machine. I've been doing that, so now I'm just like, now I'm into that, like that point of knowing what's going on in my head, that like I hate that I have to hide from the world for like the next 3 years. Which, like, when it's your project, it's no problem. Like, you can share and whatever, because as an indie creator, it's important to generate hype and get people on board.
Yeah.
But then, like, as you get to like those next levels, and like, I know some guys that like are into the NDAs and stuff like that, and you know,
yeah.
and it's like, what you working on? And they're like something. I did a thing, and I signed a thing, and all you can do is just be happy for them. You know, like, good for you, man.
I don't want that problem.
It's cool, man. I'm the studio that I'm at. A lot of the people there have those problems, and so it's like, it's really cool, man. It's cool knowing that like the distance between you and being where you want to be is not far. It just requires like a considerable amount more work to get there, you know. And the stars will align when you put the lasso around them and drag them into position, you know.
This is gonna be a nightmare. I don't know what I'm thinking doing this 20 by 20 grid.
You're thinking when it's done, it'll be sweet.
Yeah. But oh my god. I might
Everybody, I say
I don't know.
the internet come together and say, "Don't give up, Max."
Yeah, I gotta figure out how the heck I'm gonna do the gutters. That's my concern, is the gutters, more than getting. I can rule out from the square, but getting the gutters in there might be kind of a nightmare.
Hey, I got another tricky question for you, Max.
Okay.
Which one of you is a problem when it comes to cake pop donut hunters?
What the hell are you talking about?
You know, cake pop donut hunters.
I don't know what that is, dude.
Then Milo knows, and Milo's the problem.
Hearing that, I don't know what it is either.
I'm scared, I think.
Cake pop donut hunters. Isn't that's the thing on the Netflix?
Isn't it
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're both into it, dude. We both love that, dude. That's all we listen to. We just screen printed 200 posters. That's all we listen to the entire time, man.
It's as a father, it is my new favorite thing to troll kids at the playground about. Just like
Yeah.
you know, yeah, who's Ruby? No, it's Rooney. It's like, no, that's the football player.
Dude, the Portland water, like, health company or whatever the heck, whoever does like manages the water safety for Portland, they put some Gen Z MFer in charge of marketing, and their entire social media page is just like K-pop demon hunters and like water safety memes. So it's like comparing the K-pop demon hunters like the three of them, to whatever
Mhm.
important mechanism there is in water safety. And it's like, which, Rooney is reverse osmosis filtration, and then comparing features. I'm like, this is brilliant. It's such a Portland thing too,
Mhm.
like what's
What's the chemical that controls your mind? Who's that one?
yeah,
The tall slim girl.
my little soda pop. What's his name, dude? Oh shit, I should know
You call
this.
Who's Ronnie? Who's the soda pop guy?
The no the big demon.
Oh, who's the big demon? Yeah, the tiger guy.
No, not the tiger guy. The big fire.
The fire
demon.
guy. The fire guy. Okay, if you think about it, let me know. I put Ronnie on these guys.
I gotta go pull Milo in here. He'll tell me because it's his favorite character.
His name is what? Sliger? Slyer? I don't know about that.
No, that's not right.
Max, you can't fight with a 5.5-year-old. He's gonna win.
All right, we're pulling up the internet for this one, man.
All right,
What's his name?
Jamie, pull it up. No, thank you. I am lining bear claws. This morning.
Lima is his name.
Yeah, that's what Ronnie said.
Yeah, definitely. Slyer is the same thing as Lima.
His name is Lima. Whatever. You tried.
I have
Good job.
no idea what you guys are talking about.
Don't worry, Carl. This is us problem.
Actually, you know what? I think Carl should watch it, man. It's pretty sweet.
The animation is incredible.
It's on Netflix. It's a movie about these 3 K-pop idols who secretly battle demons to save the world. And it sounds like a corny Disney princess movie, that's like, made for whoever, but oh my god, is it so good. It's crazy.
All I heard was that it was a surprise hit for Netflix.
Yeah, like they're going to theaters with sing-alongs.
All of the songs made it on the Billboard charts. It was insane. And it's fictional bands, It's pretty wild.
It's animation's cool, done by this, it's the same studio as Spider-Verse, right?
I don't know if it's the same studio, but it's a similar style.
Mm-hmm. I still I watched Mutant Mayhem again the other day. I love that.
Me too, man.
They hit this pencil crown vibe with the artwork. Oh, so good.
I don't even watch Marvel movies.
Nobody does.
Okay, good.
I want to make Marvel books. Actually, I took my family to Fantastic Four before it left the theaters, and my wife was surprisingly she was surprised by it. She's like, I didn't know what going into it was going to be about, but that's the most fun I've had at one of those movies.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll watch it. I haven't even watched Superman yet. The last time I watched a comic book movie, half the Marvel universe died, and I was like, "That's a good start."
I never finished. I never saw Endgame Part 2, man. I saw Endgame Part 1, and I said, "I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm done now."
Yeah, me neither. That's where I was like, I'm just watching this because they spent $1 million on advertising, not because it's any good.
Endgame. Which one was the Infinity War? Infinity War. I went to that on my birthday, and it was supposed to be just me and my wife in an empty theater. But the a community housing group of people were there, so people with varying cognitive disabilities, physical disabilities and stuff. And And honestly, it made the experience so much better because I got these like commentaries from people that just are just loving it. It's like watching wrestling with like my old friends from like my disabled hockey team. Like it's just there's this like level of like belief and commitment to like the characters and stuff that like
Yes.
so there's like there's a part, a very famous part that if you're on the internet, spoilers, Tony Stark sacrifices himself. Um and and so like it was like the real serious cues and everything. And like I'm gonna impersonate the voice not out of insensitivity, but like to like fully commit to like what it was all about. And you just hear dead silence, and then oh no, not Tony, and like just like it broke the seriousness and just like brought you back to like oh this is a movie and it just did its job, you know.
Yeah,
And yeah,
I had
was
that
great.
experience. I'm really dating myself, but I had that experience with Aliens.
Yeah,
I saw it on the theater on a military base with a bunch of guys who just got out of basic training. So when they're like waking up from cryo sleep and the sergeant's like, move like you got a purpose. It just all of them just simultaneously went, oh God, I hate hearing that.
that's cool. Okay. Chainmail. They're okay. Just let them. No. My kids are wrestling, so it's not Chihuahuas, but I love them just as much, if not more. See?
Those poor little buggers, man. They got hair triggers on them for sure. I had 2 Chihuahuas.
I'd stop being that small.
Yeah, dude. Everything's so scary.
I feel bad seeing my wife in the grocery store. Reaching for the top shelf. It's cute. Yeah, I don't know, man. I was thinking about that earlier because I was just like if you were to do like perspective from a dog, like, you know, do they see faces? Do they like how would you draw a dog's perspective? You know, like
5.
maybe Carl can enlighten us, but
6, 8.
Well, 45, 64, 76.
Yeah, we're doing math now. Hold on.
I did that when my accountant's doing taxes. Just say numbers.
Do I want them to be squares or rectangles? God damn it.
I don't know. I think that rectangle gives you a little bit more play if you have to distort any dimension. Square kind of makes the box that you're stuck in.
Well,
What say you, Carl?
so I don't have to like, I'm not really worried about the real estate of whatever the panel is going to give me, you know, because what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to draw one image over the grid.
Yeah.
Right. The question is do I want to do a square so it's the entire thing is uniform, or if a rectangle? I guess let me draw out what the rectangle would be and decide, huh? That probably
there's an artist that I met in Philly. His tag is like RVP, and super cool guy. But the other day I saw him do, it's not a but, like the other day I saw him do a thing where he just laid out like, I don't know, a lot of sketch covers, and he just did a giant like painting on top of all the sketch covers to make that the image. It was really cool. Like, as like, you know, I do a lot of sketch cover art, and like seeing that, I was like, I don't know. So like now inspired me to like go for it. So I've got a couple Turtles Power Rangers covers. So I want to do like a triptych of them, like where it's like that view of them, like behind the Megazord visor, but just have them all fighting with each other, like, but like very clearly in the Megazord.
All right, we're gonna zoom in, and I'm gonna get your opinion, Doug. Not that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna do this, and I'll zoom in too. So.
not that you're gonna be able to tell off there's two examples, but that's a square, and then that's the rectangle.
I don't know, man. Square. The rectangle feels. I feel like the rectangle visually, it's like is like it feels less straining in a way. But then I feel like the square, the math is done for the square, so you'll be able to like lock it in perfectly.
It is a portrait, shaped canvas.
Oh, rectangle then.
Yeah.
Verticality. Go verticality.
And then it'll fill it up perfectly rather than like filling in the space with, whatever else you want to.
Yeah.
We're gonna do rectangle then.
I meant to share this with the LKC group or the Sport Link group the other day, but I got prints back from the printer that I use up in Canada, Vistaprint, and they left like bleed tags on, and it was really cool to see like the bleed and the cut line actually like prior, like they left like deliberate little like perforated like pull lines off of it, and I thought that was really cool. It's the first time I've seen that on something that I've ordered. So it was a perfect like physical example of like why bleed is important and stuff.
Right.
Because I feel like until you like really deep dive and get like the understanding of setting up your files and whatever, like bleed and cut line and everything are all these kind of like mythical demons that only make sense when your books come back as failures,
Yeah.
But the new, sorry, just real quick to bring it back to Comix Wellspring aspect of it. The new proofing system that they're running it through, someone's gonna have to crack my name on it, but like artsy, fartsy, artistic. I don't know. They've got a new like proof system that identifies all of your like easy to notice like issues when you run your files through them, and it's good. I set it up with my last couple books, and it was accurate. Like it caught something on when I fixed it, and it's a good system. It's cool.
Nice. Yeah, I do the printing of books and like the manufacture of them too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So I see all that bleed and stuff. I actually don't end up making safe cut bleed marks,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't need them because I know like how I set it up. But yeah, having done it, it's super important. I actually think that a lot of templates are misleading with their like safe area, right?
Yeah.
And what I actually think you should do is go measure your favorite comic book or measure a bunch of comic books and see where panels like start, right? Because something that a lot of templates don't account for is margin. A lot of artists give a pretty good margin so that the panels are centered and there's some amount of like white space on the outside. And then when you do something that's full bleed, it expands way out from that and fills up the margin to go off the page, and it feels more powerful. But I learned that mistake after doing Family Man because I didn't give a good margin on it. I just used a safe area essentially. Yeah, and the panels come pretty close to the edge of the page, closer than I would like.
And I think even too, like bigger books, like learning how to manage your margins as you get like farther into the book, into the spine and stuff. You know, like these are all like things that you learn, like in a recent one that I got. Like I saw like my letters, and like my choice for some of the font size is definitely not good either. But just seeing like how close it is to the inside of the spine, and it's like one of those like I know that like I'll notice it, and like aficionados will notice it, but people that don't care are still gonna be like, oh, that's cool, and they're gonna work to see what I've done for them and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely one of those like I care about the reader experience. So when I see that I've erred, it's just like that's it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and on big books too, it affects the outside too. So it's not only the spine, but it's that outer edge also changes as you go throughout the book, which I'm probably not about to do the math for, you know. I just do it based on vibes, but
yeah, for sure.
You get like
not that I'm putting out a 200-page book right now, but
you start to develop a sixth sense of just like, well, don't put anything important around the edges, like.
Yeah, and give yourself a good margin. You know,
like
I actually picked that up off of looking at originals.
Stuff like artist editions and stuff.
Yeah, or just like thinking back to originals that I've seen at cons and stuff, or looking at people's shops and stuff. I'm like, you know, they're using an 11x17 paper. You can see that. You can also see that they're not using a blue line of any kind. They're not using a blue line guide. Even if it's customized, they just don't do it. It's just white paper. They're not even doing like measurements.
Man,
what?
Painter's tape. Just lay down like 1.5-inch painter's tape on an 11x17, and
you can tell. I mean, they're not doing any kind of measurements to see their safe space. They just know it, and then they draw, and then there's a huge white space around whatever they're doing. Or like when they do full bleeds, it goes way off because they're just intentionally giving way too much bleed and like a good amount of margin. Because they can fix it or like decide the crop in post and be like, yeah, this is where it fits.
It's something like
Is Doug getting abducted by aliens for you too, Carl?
Yeah, he's really breaking up.
Sweet. It's not my internet. Oh, is he back? Nah, man.
So,
the aliens got him.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Have fun with your probing.
They better start right now. It's like you're gonna put something like towards the end of the page, but fully commit and extend it off the page. But you know, a lot of us lately get to the end of the page.
Oh my god! Here, hold on. I'm gonna try muting you.
And then from The Exorcist.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go here and do this and that. Okay, Doug, let's hear it.
Okay.
Nope. Oh, brutal. You made it till 15 minutes till the show ends, man.
It's that Canadian internet.
We'll check back in a little bit. Poor Doug. Poor Doug.
I cursed it.
And he can't help himself but yap too. Now we get to watch me rule 20 by 20 panels in silence.
Cool. Oh, we got what, 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I missed. I had to duck out and feed the dogs. Get them to stop screaming.
Oh, you're good.
Not that bad or no.
No, you're not better now, Doug. I'm sorry. The aliens took your soul, dude. I just watched Elio last night, which is the new Pixar movie about the
Switch
kid who wants
audio,
to be
so let's see if
abducted.
it's any better.
Oh,
Hello? Speak? Doug? Speaketh. Oh, maybe he can't hear us now?
yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Oh, but we're almost done.
It happens.
Well, that's gonna suck though. But like right at the end when he's trying to do the promotion, self promotion.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Oh
we
yeah.
can. Yeah, man.
There you
Can you
go.
hear us?
So can the rest of my household, but it was for the last couple minutes. Yeah.
No, he doesn't have anything to say. Okay, you
No,
were talking.
I was just gonna say, I was saying earlier when you're working towards the edge of the page, like extend something all the way off, so that like, you can complete the image in your mind, but like you don't feel like you're like cramping the style of the page or what you have left to work with.
Oh, yeah. Just to make sure things are right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that problem with the Inktober from yesterday. I've got the Agent Smith face coming off the side over here, but I didn't have enough to like fully draw it out, right?
Yeah.
And so I can tell that it's off, but it's not too off, so it's fine.
Yeah. I have to get a piece of tracing paper sometimes or some other scrap piece of paper and put it next to it so I can keep drawing. Otherwise things get out of proportion.
For sure.
It just doesn't feel natural. Even in panels, I start crowding, like squashing a face to make it fit instead of cutting it off.
Yeah, it's crazy how our brains work. It's just
And then your brain's correcting it until you look at it 2 weeks later and you're like, oh, this sucks.
Oh, I did. I'm working on this gunslinger spawn like montage piece. I'll show you. And I was cruising, and then I realized the eyes are like a 1/4 inch offset from where they're supposed to be. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
What a
you know what
kid.
helped? Like this show actually, because I keep looking up at my image is flipped. And
oh,
it's a
really?
really helpful thing to do. Like when you work digital, you're supposed to flip your image back and forth.
Yeah, I've seen that.
You'll catch it like when one eye is higher than the other or something. Just another advantage digital artists have, but I still refuse to go digital.
One of us.
We got a lot of traditional artists on the show, man. We've got a few digital people, but for the most part, it's people going to traditional.
I think the show sets a high standard for traditional art, though. I think that like calling it spilled ink really like puts you in your put up or shut up of like if there's no risk of actual spilling ink, then why am I going on?
Yeah.
Well, I don't spill ink.
That's my perspective.
I don't have anything against digital art, though. I don't know. It's probably just my age. Like I didn't grow up with it.
It's one of those things where when you start getting into it and you realize like the efficiency that it comes with, then that's what like really sells you on it. But then it's like I believe in like being like a creative Swiss Army knife. Like so like be good at everything. Like be good. Like don't be afraid of Photoshop, because knowing it is going to be useful for formatting, or doing any little touch-ups or whatever. Like even just speaking Adobe is like a super useful skill to have,
Yeah, I mean, I do use Photoshop a lot, but I'm scanning in my artwork and then playing around with it. I need the tactile sense, really, of a pencil or a brush touching something.
Yeah, the screen protectors don't do it all for you, but they do help.
Yeah.
Like they've got like paper texture screen covers and stuff.
Yeah, they definitely improved it, but I don't know. At this point, my work, it's got its own look, and I want to keep that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna knock out my promotion, and
and then I'll let Carl take over since he's the man of the hour.
Sweet.
But,
Go for it, man.
I'm kind of just jumping on to interviews for the week and discussing low vision awareness month around the world. And if you know somebody with low vision, be compassionate and see what their experience is like, and if they can describe it, so you can better understand how they're going through life. And just remember that we all experience low vision at some point, and not being a jerk today will help you be compassionate and understood tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
As Nate is now saying, do it together, man.
What, like you want us to promote at the same time, Nate? Okay, Carl.
No. Nate's new thing, because I do DIY, do it yourself. Nate's new thing is do it together.
Oh, okay. DIT?
So yeah. So Doug is promoting the DIT side of things. Talk to your community, reach out to people, be humans, man.
Yeah. Okay, Carl, let's hear about your Kickstarter.
All right. White Wolf, I got 20 days left.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, 20 days to go. I have met my goal, but my goal was only $300, so really need more. Yeah, and the book is. So this is a preview copy of the book. This one's got spelling errors all over the place, but gives you an idea. Now, the first, I think 5 pages are free online. If you go to the Kickstarter, it's just White Wolf.
Hell yeah. I'm going to actually pull up the Kickstarter right now, so hold on.
Yeah. Oh, there's a video. Rolling Squid Bones made an awesome video for me, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, here, hold on. We're going to transfer that over there so I can see what I'm doing. White Wolf, book 1. We got 16 backers, 20 days to go. Let's show Carl some love.
Lots of original art as add-ons. Like this.
Hell yeah.
Here.
For fans of Don Quixote, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and the Max. I mean, this is all drawn in pencil and colored up to look like this. It looks freaking great. Digital copy for $6. Issue for 13, dude. You can't beat that. Issues of Thunder too. And yeah, all sorts of add-ons. Get Carl to draw some remarks for you, some sketches, original art. Hell yeah, man.
Lots of original art. That was originally kind of what I wanted to do, was just sell the original art through the Kickstarter, but I'm getting a lot of book sales, a lot of digital book sales too, which I'm happy about. That's easy to fulfill.
Yeah, man. Just go show Carl some love, man. Even if it's just like $1 or whatever, everything adds up. You can just go support or get yourself a quick little digital book, man. Sweet. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm going to drag this back over so I can see what's going on. Boom. Yeah, look at that little wolf, dude. That's sweet. Super cool. Well, I'm Max Flowers. You can check out my stuff at Art of MF on Instagram or artofmf.com. I've got a few books up there, a few zines up there. I'm going to get the Inktober zine pre-order up soon. And go submit something to GAG, the fanzine that I'm running right now. Submissions close in Halloween. And yeah, just it could be anything, dude. Show me what you love. You could do some fan art. You could do your own art. It could be a comic preview. It could be an essay about, what you feel about the art scene right now. It could be movie reviews. Everybody can do a little bit of something. It doesn't have to be anything special. Submit a doodle. I don't care. I'll put it in the book. It's about community. And if you contribute, you get a free comp copy. So yeah, check that out on my Instagram. fellas, thank you so much for joining me. Doug, that spawn is looking awesome. Carl, that wolf's awesome, and that page is looking dope too. I'm excited to see what you do with Night of Chihuahuas. It'll be pretty interesting.
Murderous Chihuahuas are coming. I am the man for this book, as you've heard several times through this.
Yeah, and you got the reference to Bullet too from Bullet.
Yeah.
Too, man.
Have you given them any like raw meat to like chew through so you can get like really good reference photos?
I don't need to.
No, they just pull those faces for fun, dude.
Yeah.
Sweet, man. Well, thank you guys for joining me. We'll catch you later. I saw Aaron Lee saying looking good, folks. Hell yeah, man. Happy you popped in. And hell yeah. Thank you guys. We'll catch you. Yeah, we'll catch everybody next week. This has been Spilled Ink. Go check out past episodes. And I think we might be taking the week off next week.
Sweet.
So
You guys deserve it.
Yeah, keep an eye out for updates, and we'll be back soon. But have a great weekend, and catch y'all later.
See you guys.
Bye.